Meals on Wheels program in Benton County is closing its doors after more than 40 years of serving the community. Program's president says rising costs, fewer volunteers, and a drop in support made it too hard to keep it going. 5 News reporter Bo Russell shows us what it means for the people who depended on them for more than just a meal.
Well, many Meals on Wheels programs share a mission. You can see it written on the wall right here. So no senior goes hungry. But on the Meals on Wheels of Benton County, that mission goes beyond just seniors. They want to make sure that every person who's experiencing hunger has their needs met. For more than 4 decades, Meals on Wheels of Benton County has done more than just feed.
There was a lot of older people that they really didn't care about the meal. They just wanted somebody to say hi to.
For people who are homebound, disabled, or without family nearby, the knock at the door was part meal delivery, part wellness check.
And we did kind of check on them, make sure they were up, dressed, had their medication.
Jeff Coates says before COVID, the program was serving more than 100 people a day. But now, that number has dropped, and the program that spent years saying hello is having to say goodbye.
Yeah, we're sorry we can't help you. It's a sad thing.
Jeff Coates says the board recently made the decision to close after years of challenges.
Well, the price of groceries, price of gas, and getting the younger blood to come in and volunteer. It's just, everybody's busy, you know.
Jeff Coates says that when the program first started, 28 churches supported them. Now, that number's down to just 2.
It's been our ministry for many years, and I hate to see it, but it's, I guess, sign of the times.
Because the program was independent from federal money, they were able to serve people who may not have qualified under age-based requirements.
We had people in wheelchairs in their 50s, and we weren't going to turn them down.
So now, as the building goes up for sale,
I think we need some younger people maybe want to pick it up and run with it. Or maybe a church or a group that wants to take over.
Now, as the Meals on Wheels of Benton County is closing their doors, they're hoping that somebody will pick up their mission. This property is for sale right now, and they're hoping that someone will find it in their heart to pick up where they left off and feed the people of Benton County. In Benton County, covering news where you live, I'm Bo Russell, 5 News.
All right, Bo, thanks. The Centerton Police Department mourning the loss of one of their own. Captain Chris Kelly died in that explosion while working on his farm over the weekend. He served both the Centerton Police Department and the Benton County Sheriff's Office Reserve Division. Law enforcement leaders said today Captain Kelly touched countless lives throughout his career, serving as a leader, a mentor, and a friend to many. He was named Reserve Deputy of the Year in 2023 and is being remembered for his dedication to his community and fellow officers.
I've known him over the years through the Sheriff's Office and through other departments, but this is the first opportunity I've had to work with him, and I had never heard a bad word about him, only positive things, and after working with him I can clearly see why. Yes, sir.
CBD says it's been in communication with Kelly's family, but have not heard any details on any funeral arrangements just yet. Fort Smith police have another update, meanwhile, on Kyle Newman, the officer shot during a DWI stop 2 weeks ago. The department says Newman is making steady progress and continues to move in a positive direction, but they say he continues to receive close attention. His condition remains, quote, serious and very complex. Police say they're grateful for the prayers and support for them and Newman's family, and they ask the community to keep them in their thoughts during this time. It's been a few years since a few weeks, that is, since a LaFleur County Sheriff's deputy was shot and killed in the line of duty. And tonight, for the first time, we are hearing from his mother, who wanted to say thank you for the outpouring of support. Deputy Walker LeMay was shot and killed in the line of duty April 19th in Worcester. We recently sat down with his mother, Angela Heavner, and her husband, Joe, who say the family has been overwhelmed with well wishes from all over the country.
There's not enough words. I wish I could give each person a hug, just in a personal thank you for the prayers, any kind of support, whether it just be a card, a message on Facebook. I have no words. I don't know how to properly thank everyone, but so I'm hoping this is an opportunity to show that if we can't respond on social media, it's not for lack of, it's just been overwhelming, but we feel it. the prayers, that's what's holding me up.
We will hear much more from Angela and Joe, including the support the family has gotten from law enforcement from around the country and what they're doing to keep Walker's memory alive. That in a special report tomorrow night only on your 5 News at 10. Washington County deputy has resigned after he was arrested over the weekend for DWI and resisting police. Corey Welchel was arrested in Madison County yesterday morning and was released the same day. He was also charged with unlawfully operating an ATV. Sheriff's office confirmed Welchel resigned today. He was with the office for 17 years, most recently assigned to the administrative division. A warning tonight for Arkansas families. Scammers are stealing summer food benefits, and for some families, that money is gone from their EBT cards before they even can reach the checkout line. Tamara Knight explains how it's happening and speaks with one mother who says her family lost everything.
For thousands of Arkansans, summer EBT benefits help put food on the table while children are out of school. But for Nashana Langford, those benefits were gone before she ever got the chance to use them.
Oh, I called the car and it was on there that Friday of Memorial Day. And we go in on Monday to the store and it declined. And when I finally did reach out to someone, she said, no ma'am, someone in Lancaster, Texas used it.
Langford says someone spent nearly all of her benefits, leaving just 14 cents on the card. Mary Franklin with DHS says Nashana's case is one of many tied to a growing fraud problem affecting summer EBT recipients.
The criminals who are doing this, the thieves, it's just despicable behavior. It's a heinous crime, and it's impacting families' ability to supplement their food budgets for the summer while kids are out of school.
DHS says scammers use tactics like card skimming, phishing websites, emails, and phone scams to gain access to card information and PIN numbers. As a result, DHS now requires cardholders to create new PINs before they can use their benefits.
One of the things that we have done is had our EBT vendor to mass repin the cards, so the card basically is deactivated until that new PIN number is established.
Franklin says Arkansas is also adding security protection to its phone system, increasing fraud detection efforts, and preparing to transition to more secure chip-enabled EBT cards in the coming months. But for families who have already lost benefits, there is little to no immediate relief.
So unfortunately, we are not able to replace those benefits. They're fully federally funded, and we are not allowed to replace the benefits.
Langford says that reality is the hardest part to accept.
At least try to get it back, especially for the parents that really look forward to their benefits every year.
That was Tamara Knight reporting. Now, the DHS is encouraging anybody who believes they've been a victim of fraud to report it through the state's online portal. Families can also find information there about changing PINs and protecting their accounts. Meanwhile, we're learning scammers are also posing as representatives for the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. Lottery says people are getting phone calls from fake representatives saying they won millions of dollars. They say this is obviously a scam, and if you ever get any phone calls asking you to pay a fee or share personal information, do not respond. If you have been contacted by a scammer, you can call the number there on the screen and file a complaint with the State Attorney General's office.